With the latest CPI report coming out yesterday, one thing is for certain: inflation is still a problem, and inflation isn't going anywhere anytime soon. And this has been shown in the crypto market. So, yesterday we got word that United States inflation hits 8.2%. Now, it's not as bad as it was in June. At least there's that silver lining where we topped out at 9%. And inflation has come down month over month from June to September. However, it's very, very slight decreases that we've seen. And it's going to take some time for this thing to work itself out. Now, when it comes to crypto, it's being affected, as are traditional markets. And we saw over 8 billion outflows of Bitcoin within hours after US inflation hits 8.2% yesterday. We got the word on the 13th of October. You might be watching this video a day or two later. But here's the thing: we kind of know where we are. And it seems like right now that a lot of this inflation that we're dealing with, a lot of the Fed rate hikes that are to come still, by the way, about a 95% chance we get another 75 basis point hike come on November 2nd. It seems like it is mostly priced in at this point, though, right? If you look at Bitcoin over the last 50 to 60 days, we're trading in this very narrow, tight trading range of about 18 to 20,000. Now, yesterday we got down to 18,100. The yearly low is 17,700, which we hit back in June. But again, silver lining here: we didn't get that low yesterday, and we haven't got that low again in the last several months. The big question is, will that trend continue? My answer right now is yes. I do think over the next few months here in 2022 that we'll continue to trade in these tight ranges with high volatility. Now, let's get into some of the specifics in terms of what happened yesterday. So, Bitcoin is experiencing a spike in selling pressure. This happened just hours after the data came out yesterday. But what's interesting, something interesting that happened is, and it's happening almost after all these CPI readings are put out, is that Bitcoin quickly reverses field. And in fact, yesterday, it went all the way back up to over 19,000. And right now, it's over 19,000. But yesterday in particular, Bitcoin's market cap had a loss of about $8.48 billion within 2 hours. This was right before the release of the inflation figures. It started to tumble, and then that data came out, and we got a big red candlestick down. But quickly it reversed. And again, this high volatility is something we've seen when CPI data comes out. It's also something we've seen when Jerome Powell, the Fed chair, takes the stage and talks about another interest rate hike, which again is most likely coming on November 2nd. Most of the experts out there give it about a 90 to 95% chance that we'll see another 75 basis point hike. We've already had a year that we've seen more rate hikes than ever before, ever recorded. So we're already in historical territory, and that trend will continue as the Fed is supposed to meet 2 more times yet this year. Now, the latest data shows that CPI again surged to 8.2% on year-over-year basis compared to the expected 8.1%. At the same time, the core CPI also hit 6.6% year-over-year to stand out as the highest level since 1982. While it's not good here in the short term, just remember this: usually after times like this, there's about a decade of growth. Recessions, whether our government wants to say we're in one or not, they usually last about 11 months. And again, what comes after that is usually a decade of growth. So if you can find ways to invest in the markets right now, in crypto and stocks, these are the best times. There's no question about it. Although money's tight for so many people, if you have money on the sidelines, this is the time to put that money to work in the crypto and stock market. So Bitcoin's price has continued to come back a little bit here today, and we'll see what happens throughout the weekend. But I expect we'll continue to see extreme volatility and trading in this tight range of about 18 to 20,000. I think this could happen the rest of 2022. We'll see. We also have the election coming up in November. Depending on what happens there, some of the talking points, we could see some even more volatility one way or the other. And we'll keep you up to speed on that, of course, right here on this channel. And by the way, if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, make sure you do that down below. Check out the Discord links and all of the other links. Follow ClearCryptos over on Twitter as well. They just crossed 21,000 followers over on Twitter, and they have yet to launch. A lot of people are excited about what's coming here with Clear. I've had a chance to take a look at the trading platform that's being worked on right now. It's not quite 100% done yet, but it's getting there. It's getting close. They're not rushing this, right? There's no reason to. We're in a bear market, but some of the features there are really, really awesome. Can't wait to share more with you on that front. Thank you all so much for popping in here and appreciate your time, and we'll see you in the next video.